You are listening to I Am Refocused Radio with your host, Shamaya Reed. This show is designed to inspire you to live your purpose and regain your focus. And now, here's your host, Shamaya Reed.
Hey, welcome to I Am Refocused Radio. We are here once again, and man, we have the one and only Siobhan Fallon Hogan. And man, we're here for a special treat because she is in this amazing movie that's coming out in theaters August 27th. Guess what? That's tomorrow. It's called Rush, and she is not just a star. She's also the producer and writer of this amazing movie. First and foremost, I want to say good morning, Siobhan. How you doing?
Shamaya, thanks so much for having me on. I really appreciate it. And boy, do you have a great voice.
I appreciate it. And the thing is, I can't take the time to say all the stuff you've done because I'll be out of time. But this is a great movie. I mean, let's just say it's intense. I don't want to give too much stuff away, but I kind of laugh at some parts because it's like, man, you went mama bear, like on steroids. Tell us a little bit about the movie because it's a good story behind it.
So Rushed is a revenge thriller that I wrote because I have 3 kids, and in the movie she has 4 kids. And many parents know that they're tortured by their kids as they get older. And, you got these stupid cell phones and you're texting them going, let me know when you're safe. Let me know when you're safe. You lay in bed at night and you're thinking, my God, why aren't they texting me? Are they okay? And your mind runs wild. So this is a revenge thriller because I've been in the business so long, I kind of know what works. So at the beginning, it's funny. The mom's making her sandwiches. She's saying her prayers. She's swearing when she's saying her prayers because the kids are late. They won't come downstairs and get ready for school. They get in the minivan. She's telling the girls, pull your skirts down. You look like hookers. So it's really real. It's basically the way I raised my kids, right? And I called in all the troops, Shamaya. When I wrote the movie, I called Robert Patrick. Most people, know him from The Terminator. He was in Walk the Line as Johnny Cash's dad. The guy gives a home run grand slam performance in this. He plays the dad. Their son goes off to college. There's a bad incident. And what does the family do, right? Well, they've had their faith. You see the mom praying, you see the humor, and they use that faith and that courage to get through it. But this mama bear, as you say, goes toe to toe with these frat boys. And when people don't want to cooperate and the law's not on her side, she takes the matters into her own hands, and there's twists and turns. And I got this French editor, Sabine Emiliani, who edited many, many movies. She had edited this movie I was in with Johnny Depp, and I called her up and I said, Sabine, how would you like to edit this movie? And Vibeke Musaya, our director from Denmark, did an amazing job. And Sabine said, Siobhan, I will edit the movie. And when, you have when you're a producer, you can't be sticking yourself in every scene. It's not an ego trip, right? And she said, we must keep the audience on the edge of their seat. Every time they think it's a drama, we twist it. When they think it's a comedy, we twist it. When they think they know they've figured out the thrill, we twist it again. So it keeps you on the edge of your seat. And when you get old enough, you know the right people to call. And so that's what happened.
I mean, it wasn't just a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot of broken glass. There's candle lights that you was talking about. And it was funny. I'm not going to give away, trust me. But there's a funny part when the phone dings. And I can relate to that. I mean, I was watching the movie and I thought my phone was dinging, but it was actually inside the movie. So, yeah, there's a lot of funny stuff in there without giving away. But you definitely go in to the rescue. Mama Bear went to the rescue. She wanted to get some things, handled. And let's just say you're going to be on the edge of your seats when you see how she goes. I mean, it was totally gangster.
Yeah, Shamaya, it is. It's like my sister always used to say to me, Siobhan, you're that red hair, that crazy big head and that red hair. You got that, that fire in your head. You got a bad temper. And when I was writing it, I was like, oh, geez, if this happened to me, what would I do? And suddenly you're just kind of writing, I'm like, I guess I'm not really normal. I'm like kind of a psycho. So because you're like, listen, don't mess with my family or I will mess with you. And I don't care if I look older. You young people, put up your dukes. You know what I'm saying?
In this film, it was really fun to watch. And there's parts I was laughing. I probably should have been laughing, but it was just because you were so in character. I was like, man, this is not the woman you want to get mad because she ain't going to be scared of nothing. She's really going to go all in. What was some of your favorite process, if we will, as far as making the film? What was some of your favorite parts in just producing and writing the film?
Well, it was so rewarding when I wrote the film and Lars Von Trier from Denmark said, I want to co-produce. So I knew that it was good. I just finished a movie with him, with Matt Dillon, The House That Jack Built, about Jack the Ripper. I guess I'm in a lot of crazy movies. And then I called up Jake Weary from Animal Kingdom. He's like totally hitting it and killing it. I was like, hey, you want to play the head of the frat? He's like, yeah. And when Robert Patrick said he was in, I was like, whoa, this must be good. And then, I filmed the frat scenes in my house. Our cinematographer did, Matthias Schubert, who's fabulous. And I'd worked with him before. And so my kids came home from college. I have 3 kids, 2 girls and a boy. And they looked at my living room, which I had decorated to look like a frat house. And they're like, Mom, can you please tell us what is going on in the living room? I'm like, I decorated to look like a frat house. And they're like, please leave. And, because it looked like romper room. So they decorated the whole thing. And then I had called up all my neighbors. It was like, hey, I got a crew coming to town. Does anybody want to rent rooms? They're like, you're not renting rooms. We'll put them up. I mean, the whole town stepped up. The boys in the movie these frat boys are my son's friends. My daughter plays Jake Weary's girlfriend. So it was just like this massive effort. My husband produces. My driveway had 3-ton trucks in the driveway. And it was unbelievable. And then when we sold it, I was like, oh gosh, I owe a lot of people that invest in this money. I mean, it's not a big budget. And one by one, they were like, this movie is great. And I was like, oh my gosh. My sister Sheila, when we came back from France after editing it, I had all the investors over to watch it. And afterwards, I said, we'll take a bathroom break. Let's talk about what you like, what you don't like. My sister Sheila's from upstate. She says, oh my gosh, I almost threw up before the movie. I said, why? I thought, my gosh, you shook down everybody for money. You did this movie. What if it's not good, but it's so great? I go out in the living room. I tell the story. I said, my sister was worried it wasn't going to be good. This investor said, I thought the same thing. But now the reviews are rolling in and it's just so rewarding. And I'm so grateful. And, honestly, there's a lot of faith in it, a lot of humor. I put my faith in God and I'm like, you know what? You had my back and thanks so much. I'm so grateful. I feel like my parents are in heaven. I feel like they're shining down. And I'm like, this is a culmination of years and years of work. And it's a crazy thriller and it's out tomorrow in theaters. And I'm like, holy cow, we did it.
I mean, just not a shameless plug, but San Antonio, Texas, we can definitely relate to the candle lighting. And so that little sprinkle of faith you put in the film, let's just say the person that he's going afterwards, they definitely need a lot of prayer. But we'll let you.
Yeah. You know what? I got to tell you, I went to San Antonio with my husband to a wedding years ago. I loved it. The wedding was in that mission there. And it was so beautiful. And you felt like the spirits of the people that, had died were right there. And it was such a holy place. And, I'm Catholic. I was raised Catholic. There's a lot of, this mom in this movie, she prays the Blessed Mother at the beginning. And then when the going gets tough, she's always going, at the end, she visits the Blessed Mother again because she knows that she lost her son on the cross. And she's like, you know what? My sister-in-law lost her son. And I asked her years ago, how did you ever get through it? And she said, because I knew that the Blessed Mother lost Christ. And so I knew that I could get through. So that's where a lot of it comes from.
Once again, true honor talking to Siobhan Fallon Hogan. You need to go watch this movie. This new thriller, Rush, is in theaters August 27th. That is tomorrow, just in case you know what today is. But once again, I want to say thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule for talking to us today.
Jemiah, thanks a lot. And I want to say if it's not in a theater near you, you can pre-order it on Apple today. You can watch it on iTunes, Amazon, all video platforms tomorrow. And I promise you, just look at the reviews. Look at this review, filmthreat.com. Look at Josh Goes to the Movies. They're loving it. And I really hope people get out there and support us because I love you. I hope you love the movie.
Once again, yes, ma'am.
You got a huge career because you are really a good interview and a beautiful voice.
Man, I'm going to pinch myself. I can't. See, you got me all nervous now. You got me stuttering out there.
You got me nervous too.
Oh, man, I was going to say before I started that I'm going to pinch myself the 10th time because I'm like, wow, I get to interview her. Like, that's pretty awesome. So once again, Rush is in theaters August 27th. An awesome movie to watch with your friends and family. If you want to laugh, you want to say a prayer with her on the screen, you can do that too.
And the college kids are rooting for the college kids. The parents are rooting for the parents. It's young against old, old against young. Here we go.
Thank you so much, Siobhan. Taking time out of your busy schedule. You have a good one.
Thanks, Jemiah. Great to talk to you.